GI Living continues now with the Lands Inc. Home and Garden Virtual Expo, sponsored by Excel EcoClean.
Spring's arrival may have you thinking about the trees that line your property, and maybe there's a tree, well, you're just not sure if it's alive or dead. Well, here to help us recognize when it's time to clean up, it's JT's Tree and Crane. We have Audra Pierce hanging out with us today. Audra, welcome.
Hello.
Let's talk a little bit about JT's Tree and Crane business. You've been around for over a decade, helping people do what?
We specialize in tree removals and trimming. We also do stump grinding. We do some storm damage cleanup. Kind of just a little bit of everything.
Yeah, because I'm imagining when somebody has some storm pass through and they have a tree fall or do something, they're not really sure where to start. So let's kind of pretend a storm has gone through, a tree is down. What are those steps that the homeowner needs to take next?
Well, first you call us. You get in touch with our office, and then we will send out an estimator or Mitch to come see you, and he will assess the damage. We'll bring in our crane most of the time, depending on how big it is. Usually bring our crane in, it'll pull the tree right off the house without doing damage and further damage. That way we can get the roofers in there to get the holes covered up and go from there.
Yeah, we've got a picture. Well, we're looking at pictures here of the crane in work, and it's all done by this fancy little contraption we've got here on the table. So, looks super simple.
Yep.
Or is it not?
Honestly, this is old Mitch's forte. He's a lot more better at doing the crane. I've never actually ran it, but I know a lot about the technology. It's just, he stands on the ground, he runs it all from the ground, and it reaches up to 130 feet, so you can go over the houses, around whatever. It's got a hydraulic chainsaw on the end of it, so not only does it grab the tree, but it also cuts it at the same time.
So once you or Mitch comes out to assess the damage, how long does it take usually from start to finish for the whole process?
Well, I mean, we've had some take us an hour, we've had some take us all day, so it just kind of depends on the size of the tree and the obstacles that we have to work around.
You know, I've always wondered, when people have this tree removal service, is it a complete removal? So, like, you're not going to leave people with the wood left over from the tree, or do they keep that and maybe do whatever they might need to do with it, or do you get rid of that as well?
Well, it's different for everybody. Some people want to keep it, some people want it all gone. We've actually kind of built our name off of the cleanup that we do. A lot of people tell us it looks better than when we first arrived. We kind of like to go that little extra way to kind of get the homeowners happy with the end result. We go to the extent of even blowing leaves and twigs off their roof. Their whole yard's clean by the time we're done. Whether we worked in that part of the yard or not, it's clean.
Well, and that's great customer service, which I'm sure you guys pride yourself on, having some great employees to help the homeowner feel like they're getting a good job done. Let's talk a little bit about the tree health. Do you come in and say, ooh, this tree is fine, or this tree looks like it may have some, like, I guess, infection, or I'm not really sure how that works?
Usually it's pretty, I mean, with doing it as long as we have, you kind of know how to indicate which is what. Sometimes it's something that you could treat by doing injections in it. Sometimes it's a pest that you can get rid of. A big one right now especially is the emerald ash borers are killing all the ash trees around. So, which, we know what to look for those. We can usually walk up to the tree and tell you that's what it is. And once those get a hold of the tree, it's not savable. So
yeah, not good.
Right.
Let's talk about safety, because when I think of tree removing and people up there removing trees and doing the grinding and cutting and all of that, is this a dangerous kind of like adrenaline job, or is this as simple as just moving some remote controls?
I'd say it kind of depends on what part of the job you're working, and we do have a crane that we use to do a lot of, to minimize the danger and damage or danger that it can cause, but we also we have to send guys up in the tree to climb the tree every now and then. Sometimes you can't get to it with the truck, so you have to have a guy climb the tree, and that can get dangerous.
I bet so, but I bet for some of those guys, that's kind of their thing.
Yes, a lot of people love it.
Yes, and we just saw a picture of your fun little card that will show up at your house for your free estimate. Competitive prices, immediate response time, sounds like a win-win right there.
Yeah.
Okay, if people are, I know spring is here, we're going to be in the storm season, hopefully not, But if something more to happen, what's the best way for people to learn more and reach out to you guys?
You can call us at 1-866-7-MY-TREE, or we also have a website, jtstreeandcrane.com.
All right, and we're looking at all of that right there, and we will be happy to connect people to your phone number and website, our website, CILiving.tv. Audra, thank you so much.
Thank you.